welcome back. Look what we have today. This was just delivered now. It is Friday 4:30 basically, here by us. I'm gonna have a very busy evening because this is now my own personal demo unit, replacing my Denon A1H in the clips room. It's not going to go there. I'm going to run it in my Bowen Wilkins room because I want to do D-rack with the 4 subwoofers in here. I'll add it into the video. Full D-rack. I've seen no one do this unit. Full D-rack, 4 subwoofers, and a proper cinema. All the reviewers have done it on their little test cinemas. This is going to be proper cinema. Full Bowen Wilkins CT, 4 subwoofers, 13 channels. I'm going to use all 15. But the other 2 channels are going to go outside to my swimming pool area. And then I need to move the Cinema 40 over to the THX clips room. And I need to have all of this dialed by tomorrow morning because I have got a demo in the THX clips room at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I might get a few hours of sleep tonight. I might not. Let's hope all goes to plan. But let's get into this. I'm very excited. Firstly, this thing is blooming huge. I just helped load the A1H, the A110 now, and that was heavy. This is even bigger and heavier. You know what's nice? They did give us carry handles, so that makes life already a lot easier, but it is flippin' heavy. So let's get into the unboxing of this unit. Firstly, packaging. The handles are new, brown box, nothing Denon AVC A1H. I am guessing this is going to be the box in a box approach, where we are going to have the nice Denon box on the inside. Let's see. Firstly, let's touch on pricing for these. Pricing for these, you know, they are steep. Everyone knows this is the best of the best when it comes to receivers. Just before you get to the whole Trinoff Storm audio and stuff like that, this is the best of the best, especially with this setup with D-rack. But this comes in at 189,999, so just short of 200. And at 209 you can get the Morne's pre-power 10, but only the processor. You can't get the power amp as well. That's another 209. So when you need to factor that in, I think this is the best place to be. Yeah, so let's get into this. Okay, so like I stated, box in a box, which is cool. I love it when they do that. So there's the actual Denon packaging. This has absolutely everything, guys. This can make coffee if you ask nicely. I don't need to show you specs on this. Go Google the spec. For me to put specs on screen for this, I'm going to need like 5 pages. This has absolutely everything that you need, and this even has stuff that you do not need. Nah, I'll take it back. We need everything. All the power. Power, while we're talking about this, if I remember correctly, this is rated at 150 watts. What does it spec on here? 210 watt. At least Denon does not BS when it comes to their spec. Denon and Morne's, when they give you a power rating, that is the power rating. They will be in like a very small margin percentage wise of what they state. And yeah, I really wish more companies will be as honest as they are. So on top, let's see. How am I going to angle this so I can show you guys? I'm going to try and do this because I want to show you on top. Now it's a box in a box, so it's difficult. Okay, that might work. Let's do this. So we have our accessory box. Going to unpack that now. We have our remote. I must say I've seen the remote and I'm disappointed with the remote. It's not nearly as nice as the old remotes, but I think the thinking is whoever gets this unit, chances are they're going to be using control for something and not even using that remote. Maybe basic setup. Okay, we got your mic, got the setup, got the power cables. So I'm going to put the box down and then we can dive deeper into the rest of it. Now to get this box down. Okay, let's see what's in our accessory box. Let's just look at this remote more closely. So I am running automation, so I am hardly going to be using this remote. But yeah, I remember the 8500 and the A110, they had the little screen on top, which was nice. You could flick through your sources, and it was just a nicer remote. So this, it feels a bit more metal. It's not like plastic, but still, for almost 200,000, that's the only thing I wish they would have made better, is give us a remote that looks 200,000. Then the next thing I wish they would have done for this price is give us D-Rack included. Now we need to go and spend another 7,000 South African rands, or what's that about? What's it now? I think it's even more, because the full suite is $500 or $499, so it's even more. And it's something you need to do with a unit of this caliber. So why not just put it in the box? You're asking a fortune for the unit, put it in the box. Does this at least light up? Yeah, so at least this is backlit, so it lights up. So that's cool. In a cinema absolute must. Oh, it's got the side lights up like the Mornes, so you can see a bit of Mornes coming into this remote. So not bad. I would just expect it a little bit better for the price. Okay, we can put that back there. Let's see what's in here. Oh wow. not really much. They tried to do the A110 thing. I would think it failed a little bit, because it's just like this white, and then you have the manual. Don't know what they tried to do here. You have your aerials. Guys, let's not beat around the bush. This is the same as all the other Denons. I'm not even going to go through that again. They tried to make this look fancy. Fail. So fail. So the proof is in the unit and not in how they try to package it. Let's get the unit out. Let's see what Odyssey mic they are using on this one. This is it's still the M1BH, so it's still the same Odyssey mic. But guys, mark my words, Odyssey's life is short-lived. I don't even want a unit of Odyssey on anymore, and I've always liked Odyssey, and I can still calibrate it like a pro. But as soon as you've used proper D-Rack, there's no going back. There's just absolutely no going back. Okay, so I'm going to go to that side before I break my back. Jeez, this thing is heavy. Holy crap, it's way beefier than the A1H. Way beefier. I like it they did that. So the A110 had the A110 on. This just looks cool. This is very nice. I love it. I take it off nicely because I want to preserve it. Yo, this thing is beefy. Now this is the receiver, guys. Holy crap. Let's look at the back end first. Yes, it's heavy. Oh, look at these beautiful. This is all different. These binding posts are spectacularly beautiful. Even the pull-out pin, it's not that normal little pull-out pin that you get. This is a nice, even the pull-out pin is a nice pin. So, power cable, subwoofers, 4 of them. Balanced or unbalanced. I'm going to be running unbalanced because just the way my setup is done. But if you can do balanced, your pre-outs are still unbalanced. Only on big end receivers do you start getting all of them balanced. I see this side you do have XLRs. Is this for Wonder if that is for the fronts. I'm not sure what the XLRs are for. I'll look into that. The rest of the stuff is all here. HDMIs, we have 7 of them in. We have 3 of them out. 2 being independent, 2 being simultaneous. You have your zone 2 and your monitor 1 independent of each other. And then the monitor 2 will just be a copy of your monitor 1. These are all 4K 120, 8K, full bells and whistles, Dolby Vision, you name it. There is nothing this cannot do. Looking in the top, I'm going to do this. I'm going to post some internal pics as well. You can just see the build quality with the separate amplifier design, the huge transformer. There's just nothing cheap about this. I was always thinking that the A110 is going to be still superior to this. I take my words back. This thing is superior in every way so far. Build quality. I've not heard the audio, but I can only imagine. Just gonna quickly lift so we can get this face to flip down. There we go. There's a little protective there. You can put that in the box. So this is all basically the same, just bigger, but it's the same. Denon's approach has always been that same look, where Morne's is, I always say Audi VW. This is VW. It's very much the same. It's nice, it's familiar. Where Morne's is going to try and impress you with nice bells and whistles, different faces, new designs, nicer remotes. But the Cinema 50 still comes in cheaper than this. Cinema 50 is going to be about, I think it's 129,000. But it's not the same as this. The Cinema 50 is going to be more in line with the Denon 6800, just being slightly better. So this for me is still the flagship of receivers. We will be getting in a Cinema 50 soon to do a full video on it, but it's not the same as this. And just, I see the copper plating behind the heatsinks. It's like a 5mm copper plating. Oh guys, I'm gonna get this up now. Cinema 40 out to that room. I'm gonna be calibrating the rest of this evening. I'll be back with the video where we test this and put it through its paces and put D-Rack onto it. Stay tuned for that. Okay guys, so I just finished doing D-Rack on this unit. Here we can see all the measurements. Let's go to proceed filter design. Okay, so that whole processing, that can take you a few minutes. I would say at least 15 to 20 minutes took by me. So here we can see everything: front left, front right, center, there. I was doing something interesting there. It's around left. Okay. Back. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to add our 10 dB Harman curve. So go there, load target curve, all groups, Harman curve 10 dB, open. There we go. So you can see it upping the bass on the fronts around 30 Hertz, dropping 50, 60 and rolling down. Should do that for all of them. Might be a bit aggressive, we'll see. Can always just load another curve. On the previous Morne Cinema 40, that was nice, but now we are dealing with more power. So let's see, I'm going to export this filter and see what it does before I start tweaking around. Let's go 1, we can do, let's name this A1H What do we want? A1H first. Okay, export filter. Okay, welcome back. It is the week after Friday when I installed the Denon A1H. So I've had some time to play around. I was actually just busy quickly setting this room and the other room up with the new units for ELAN and Control 4, the two automation brands that I do. I'll check that now. So I've not had a lot of time with this room. I did the calibration on D-Rack. I had the demo on Saturday morning on both of these rooms. They both performed well. Only thing in this room, I found that I had a bit of a vibration from a speaker I couldn't find, and while doing the demo I found that sub is running a bit hot. So I changed the overall curve. I want to pop in here quickly and just see that it is all correct. Changed the curve to a 6 or 8 dB, or was a 10 dB Harman curve, which is aggressive. So I dialed that down a bit to a 6 dB Harman curve. So what I can put that down to, going from the Morne Cinema 40 to this unit is a lot more aggressive. You can dial things back a bit. That being said, so far this A1H is an absolute beast of a unit. I mean, I've had them all now, 8500, A110, and I was scared that this is going to be lesser than the A110 because it was the anniversary unit. It's not. This A1H is everything it's supposed to be and more. I'm going to jump into it a bit more, give you guys some demos. I just want to quickly check that my D-Rack is correct before I do that. I want to do a few small things. I've noticed some rattle. Everything in the ceiling is correct before I really give this the full beans and give you guys the proper demo that this system deserves. Okay, I've played around with the D-Rack advanced bass control now on both of my two rooms, and I can tell you exactly what it does. It does great things. I'll show you on screen. It does gray out some things where with normal D-Rack you can still go and change on levels. This does gray it out. So if you want to do any changes, you need to go back to your laptop, do the changes there, as well as I'll show you in the video because I played around with it. Do you need it? I wouldn't say you need it 100%. The normal D-Rack package is good as is. The advanced bass control is if you want D-Rack to take control of the bass, do its thing, and then go in and fine tweak a bit, which I had to do. I did feel that it pulled a little bit of the bass out, but it made it much smoother in response. I just could go back and boost it up again. There's endless stuff you can tweak on it. And I must say, D-Rack is becoming a force to be reckoned with, to a point where if there's a Denon or Morne unit or any unit that doesn't have D-Rack, I know there's going to be a bit of a void. So if any of you have been on the fence about if you need to buy D-Rack, if you are serious about this hobby, or if you have a unit like the A1H, it's a no-brainer. Definitely go and do that. Calibrating with D-Rack, doing advanced bass control, it's a definite must on a unit of this caliber. Pity it's not included, but you need to do it to get this unit to shine. Out of the box, still a very, very good unit with loads of features, but it's like owning a very high performance tuned car. Or let's say high performance car that's not tuned. If you can't tune that thing correctly, you're not going to reap the fruits and get the 100% potential. Let me show you on screen some of the features and the GUI menu, on screen menu that this has. Okay, I'm keeping the lights on for this. I'll put the lights off for the demo. You are greeted with the typical new menu that the new Morne and Denon units have. Although I feel it's been made a bit quicker, it's not as laggy as it used to be. With D-Rack loaded now, I can still go in and adjust my subwoofer levels here at the subwoofer level adjustment. Do all of this. D-Rack Live, you will see A1H Advanced Bass. That's my name that I named it. But underneath grayed out, you can see bass control. That lets you know that the bass control has been loaded onto this unit. Then the normal stuff, go into your video settings, set all of this. As you guys know, full 4K, 8K signal format, all the bells and whistles, inputs, self-explanatory, speakers. You can go and check your levels, but again, you'll see they will be grayed out. It says at the bottom levels are automatically set by D-Rack Live, they cannot be adjusted. But you can go into the laptop and adjust it there. Same with the crossovers, you'll see you cannot adjust them. Speaker presets on this. Okay, so this is, we're not going to be using Odyssey, so this is D-Rack, Advanced, XLR. Okay, so all of this again, this having XLR outputs can also go and say your subwoofers are connected XLR. Mine are not, they connected with RCA. Tactile transducers, stuff you can set in here. All of mine has been set up in D-Rack, so that's grayed out for me at the moment. I wanted to show you, okay, we can't adjust anything here. So D-Rack is taking control of this, but this just shows you the on-screen menu, which is a very cool on-screen menu. Must be the best in the market at the moment. Yeah, let's get into some demo testing. Okay, let's conclude this video of the Denon A1H. How do I feel about it? The absolute best receiver I've had my hands on to date. Absolute marvel of engineering. Goosebumps again. I still need to play around, fine tune slightly, as one does with new kits, and the higher level the kit becomes, the more you find yourself fiddling. But I've got it dialed in very, very well now. But my ears have gotten to a stage where sometimes I need to take a break, go do something else, come back, and I'll watch a movie or two and then sort of fine tune as I go to find that balance. But D-Rack does a good job, excellent job, not good job, excellent job of getting it dialed in very well, and then just you can play around slightly. These rooms are also going to be changing soon, so I'm not too fiddly about it. I don't know if these subs are going to be staying or changing out. I don't know when Ascendo is coming, which room is going to be getting the Ascendo treatment. So, but for now, A1H, I am so happy with this. Oh, and something I wanted to mention. I said that the remote could be better. Yes, it can, but having used it for a while, I do miss the screen, but it does have a metal feel to it. So it does feel like there's some metal because it's cold to the touch, it's heavy, and what I do like compared to the old ones is that you need to push the button like the Mornes for the light to come on, and not by motion, because the old one would sit on the couch and when bass hits, the light goes on, so I used to invert it. So upgrade, I just missed the screen at the top. And being able to use it as a smart remote. So those little functionality have gone, but still a very good remote. 2-channel stereo performance. Not that I ever test receivers on this. I do play a bit of music, and this is as good as I've heard from any receiver playing 2-channel. Not that I do a lot of 2-channel on these. In here I listen to Auro 3D, Atmos music, concerts. When I listen to my stereo, it will be on the front, on a stereo integrated, like I always say. A proper stereo integrated is the way to go. But if you can only have one unit, this is the absolute one. Is it expensive? Yes, it is. 189,090 Rand, just below 200. But you are getting the best of the best in this line. The new Denon 6800 is out now at about 109,000. The Morne Cinema 50 at about 129. So it's like an additional 50, 60k to get here. But 15 channels. The way you can set this up, possibilities are endless. So if anyone, this is never going to be anyone's first receiver. If this is your first receiver, you are extremely lucky. But this is going to be advanced for advanced users, and you can tweak around. I mean, I'm still finding myself tweaking around, diving into menus. D-Rack does gray a lot of that out because it wants to take control through the laptop. Which I'm both a fan and not a fan of. I wish that we could do the D-Rack, but then still have the normal menus where we can just go into the receiver and up a little volume here and there and tweak slightly. Now every time you need to do a change, you need to go to your laptop, do the changes there, do the whole computing thing and load it on. It takes about 10 minutes to do that, where small little changes on the receiver would have been a click of the remote and you are done. But niddly things, maybe they might change that down the line. I still highly recommend D-Rack on these units just to get the bass and everything dialed into perfection. What more can I say? I'm going to be doing a small little video just on D-Rack with these two rooms and the advanced bass control. Do you need to buy it? It's not necessary, but you can do some fine tuning in there that you would not have been able to without it. Guys, if you've watched this far, I appreciate it a lot. Please like, subscribe, share this video as far as possible, and stay tuned for the next videos to come. I've got some nice things lined up. Till the next one, guys. Cheers. Bye.